Whether it's buns of steel you're after, or bait for a date, getting that rocking swimsuit figure, or just feeling happy in your own skin, more and more women across the world are getting out there and looking for alternative ways to better their booty. If the thought of crazy diets and relocating to the nearest gym on a full-time basis is driving you out of your booty, then relax. Help is at hand. Have you ever thought of going to a booty boot camp?
I think the concept is great. I think most girls don't really know, how to train. They all know where they want to get and what they want to do with their bodies. They see these pictures of girls in magazines. There's this image that they're all chasing after, and I think a lot of them don't really know how to get there. So I think it's a nice platform to give them a better idea as to what type of training to do, how to structure the training, how to structure the nutrition, how to structure the supplementation properly, and just give them a bit of a good guideline.
Coming up on Booty Camp, just north of the golden city of Johannesburg, South Africa, fitness professionals Roxy Firmani and Laura Daniels step up to the challenge and show they are more than just pretty faces and hot booties themselves, but are also a fountain of experience and knowledge when it comes to helping others achieve their ideal physiques. A troop of 24 20-somethings are faced with physical trials and tribulations in their task to tone what their mamas gave them. It's all happening at the Booty Camp.
We were just thinking it'd be so nice to get together and get a whole group of girls together where we can explain to them how to eat healthy and how to train properly, and not just give them a here and now, give them something they can learn and use for a lifetime.
I think deep down everyone knows that you need to be healthy and you need to exercise long term. But I think a lot of people train but don't follow good nutrition. They train really hard and then they feel like, oh, I worked out, now I can have a burger. They don't realize that it goes hand in hand. And you obtain a certain physique and shape by eating right, even if you're training really, really hard.
The dynamic duo of Laura Daniels and Roxy Firmani, who teamed up as Booty Bootcamp instructors on this initiative, cover all the bases when it comes to not only talking the talk and walking the walk, but they are living the lifestyle. This is one example of where those who can, do and teach. Laura Daniels, a WBFF pro, official ambassador for USN, and a sought-after fitness model, has fully immersed herself in the fitness lifestyle and believes it's not only about looking and feeling good, but also being all you can be in life and staying healthy for the long haul.
There is nothing like health and fitness and long-term longevity. It's just you just feel good all the time. It makes you positive, not a negative person. I don't know how you could not be active and not be healthy. I don't know. I would be depressed, and if I don't train for a week, even if I'm on holiday, whether it's going for a walk or it's walking the dogs, going for a run, going for a swim, I love being active. I love that good feeling you get from being active. I just love sharing with girls what I've learned and what works for me. I love my lifestyle, and I hate hearing from girls that they struggle and this coach has put them on this diet and they don't really know what to do. I just love sharing. I love hopefully inspiring people, and I thought that we could get people here for a day and just show them a fun way to train. I have a lot of philosophies, but my main one is to never give up. I believe that you can achieve anything in life. I really believe if you think it and you want to do it, you can achieve it. It's just about never giving up, and failure is absolutely necessary for any success.
The proof is certainly also in the pudding with Roxy Firmani. The Miss Body Beautiful 2013 winner is also a nutritionist and fitness model and eager to share her knowledge on how to live the lifestyle.
everyone in the beginning, it's like, oh, I want to look thin, I want to look nice in those pair of pants, I really want to look good. You never want to have to like feel self-conscious when you're out. But once you get into it and you realize, I look good, but I also feel good, I've got so much more energy, I never get sick, then you realize there's so many more benefits to exercising than just looking good. When you do get into the fitness scene, it becomes your lifestyle, so you don't really have to think, oh no, I have to be on diet for the rest of my life. It's just the way that I am. I like eating healthy, I like training every day. I don't have to pull myself out of bed in the morning and think, oh no, I have to eat oats and go to the gym. That's what I want to do. It's so important to let people know that it's not like you don't have to work out 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It's an hour of your day. Just to keep yourself fit and healthy, and you're really going to feel the benefits. I feel amazing now when I train to when I take a break for 2 weeks, or when I go on holiday and there's no gyms, I come back and I feel slothy, I feel lazy, I'm not energetic. So yeah, maintaining a healthy lifestyle and diet throughout the year is really, it's important, and I wish people would realize that your health is related to what you put in your mouth.
Roxy's philosophy in life is to strive for progress, not perfection. Because as she says, no one is perfect, and you should be your only competition. Wise words from the Miss Body Beautiful winner.
I haven't really noticed like a huge increase like on my page and followers and stuff, but I have noticed that a lot of people take you more seriously when you've actually got a title behind your name.
The biggest challenge for people is giving up sugar and giving up the things that taste good, and that you trying to convince yourself that it really is good, but you just deep down you know it's not. Everyone's drinking and eating unhealthily, and you feel like, oh, I'm the odd one out because I'm not eating like that, and I'm eating, you know, my boring food. It's a big challenge for people. It's a lifestyle change, and you've got to get your mind right and see, I'm doing it for myself. I think giving up the nice pleasures in life, it's not easy, but you can find a way to make it. When you get the results and you realize how good food tastes, when you take out the sugars and how natural food, how good it tastes, then you realize, hey, I'm actually in a better place by changing my lifestyle.
One of the big lessons learned at the Booty Bootcamp was music to the ears for many. Getting the figure you want is not all sweat and tears. It has more to do with what you put into your body than how much you sweat out of it.
I'm just going to share with you guys what works for me today, and hopefully you can take something home. Roxy's going to go through the diet and the training program with you, and while she's doing that, I'm going to be cooking you some protein waffles. But I think a lot of people train but don't follow good nutrition. They train really hard, and then they feel like, oh, I worked out, now I can have a burger. You know, they don't realize that it goes hand in hand, and you obtain a certain physique and shape by eating right, even if you're training really, really hard.
Well, they say your abs are made in the kitchen. I think nutrition is the number one key to anything in life, to health, to getting a good figure, to be having energy. I mean, your diet will determine like how you age, how you function on a daily basis. As long as you're getting good nutrition in, you'll be able to do whatever you want. If you follow the right plan, you can lose weight, you can build muscle, you can even get rid of sicknesses just by eating the right things and taking the right supplements.
If you thought having a hot booty means cutting out the fun foods like waffles, you're wrong. Our keen bootcamp instructor Laura is fast becoming known for her delicious recipes and showed the girls how easy it is to whip up an indulgent but healthy breakfast waffle.
That's the dairy in this. I would use carrot, or I'd use zucchini, something that makes moist, which I found you can replace the cottage cheese. Even a banana, half a banana, keeps it moist. Just a note on the waffle maker. I tried another waffle maker. I've had this one for a while. I don't know if you saw I use spray and cook. I don't like spray and cook. There's a lot of things in there that aren't healthy, but I just used it because this is so old. But I normally like to use a bit of coconut oil just to, you know, stop them from sticking. But there's new ones that are a little bit flat, so they're not going to be quite deep enough. So you got to look for, you can just come and look just now, quite a deep waffle maker, so it makes them rise. Otherwise, it's just going to come out flat. I was put on a diet which was very restrictive. There was no fats, no fiber, no veggies. It was just basically meat and egg whites, and I felt like terrible. And then after my very first show, I just started eating normal again, and I suddenly blew up, and I was overweight, and I picked up weight very quickly. My body wasn't functioning right, so I thought, no, this can't be the only way. You cannot look good only by eating this restrictive meal plan. I thought, no, this has to be, there's something wrong here. So I started doing some research, and I read a lot, and I started playing around with food, and I used a food diary, and I educated myself about what's in food, how fats work, how proteins work, how carbohydrates work, and I just started getting better results by eating more but eating correctly. And I just started finding ways of replacing like a normal dessert, and then I would replace it with healthy ingredients to make a healthier version of the dessert. And from then it just carried on. I've been doing it for about 3 years now, and I'm just continuing to just change things and try and take out sugar out of everything and just replace it with good natural food.
If you shut down when you hear people talking about complicated and precision worked out diets, hold on. Roxy has some easy to follow advice on improving your eating habits.
Eat clean. Don't eat anything that you don't know where it came from or what it is. And always read labels. That's the most important thing. People will see, oh, this is 0 calorie, awesome, I'm not going to get fat, but it's got chemicals in it that are going to ruin your health in the long term. Always make sure your form is right, which you will see when most of these videos will also say, please keep this form, and show you that you must keep your back straight, or you must, whatever you have to do in that movement. And yeah, don't go too heavy, but don't go too light, because if you're lifting weights that are lighter than your handbag, then you're wasting your time. So yeah, that's the training program.
I train, sometimes I'll train even 3 to 4 times lower body a week, because it's half of your body.
Yeah.
So this half you're training, okay, biceps, then you're training triceps, then your back, then your shoulders, and your legs you train once a week, but you've got quads, you've got hammies, you've got calves, you've got a whole range of muscles here that you don't even use. You're only training them once a week, so you really got to mix it up and just every day train a different part, you know.
With the hot Johannesburg sun climbing and the girls already sweating in anticipation of the rigors which lie ahead, Roxy shares another important tip with regards to what you should be drinking.
Water, water, water. That is the most important. I drink about 3 liters of water a day, but 2 is good. I've drunk a liter by the time I've left gym, but it's just because I love water. And then please stay away if you want to lose weight or if you want to maintain, like fizzy cool drinks. Even Coke Zero and Coke Light are filled with chemicals that really aren't going to do you good in the long term. So it might seem like the good option at the time because it's got 0 calories and all of this. But I mean, you don't even know what's in there. It's all chemicals. If you read the ingredients, you don't know what one of them are. So yeah, stay away from the fizzy drinks.
At the Beauty Boot Camp, I explained to the girls that you cannot stay on a diet for the rest of your life. It has to be a lifestyle, and it has to be easy, and it has to fit in with your lifestyle. But in order to do that, you need to educate yourself about how food works. So I suggested to all the girls to get MyFitnessPal, which is an app that you can download on your phone. It's also on a website, and I use it when I compete. I use it throughout the year. It's basically you put in all your measurements and your weight, and it works out your calories for you. It works out if you want to gain weight, build muscle, if you want to lose body fat, it works everything out for you. You simply need to add in the food that you're eating, like a food diary. And it also comes with an awesome barcode scanner, and you can just scan in your product, and then all the nutritional values will come on, your carbs, your proteins, your fats, and you can just simply say 1 serving of whatever you scanned in. It's incredible. It makes it so much easier. And I just explained to the girls, it's a lot of admin to keep a food diary all the time. But even if you just do it for a week to educate yourself, to see, okay, this product I just bought, let's see what's in it, how much sugar's in it, how much fiber's in it. And seeing it in black and white in front of you just explains everything so much more. And you realize that you can eat a lot more food if you're eating the right, clean food.
Coming up on Booty Camp, fueled with loads of nutritional info and pumped with the prospects of taking their bodies to another level, our group of gallant girls are put through their paces in a sweltering heat. Not that they needed it, because sweat was always on the menu. With a growing demand amongst women to better their booties, Laura Daniels, a WBFF pro and sought-after fitness model, teamed up with nutritionist and Miss Body Beautiful winner 2013, Roxy Fermani, to help them do just that. A group of gallant girls gathered just north of Johannesburg in South Africa for a booty boot camp. The booty camp started nice and easy, with Laura and Roxy giving the participants the lowdown on how important what you eat and drink is, and also looked at the use of supplements.
Natural testosterone boosters. Now, a lot of ladies are scared of the word testosterone. But women also release testosterone. You produce testosterone. As you get older, you produce less of it. There's a lot of health benefits. So you definitely want to be increasing your testosterone levels, especially if you're training, you're trying to build some lean muscle.
Well, on a daily basis, have a whey shake. It's such an easy and convenient way to get your nutrients in after training, and it's exactly what your body needs. It's a good balance of your proteins. Sometimes I do, like on heavier leg days where you're training larger muscle groups, add a carb with it. But yeah, I'd say definitely whey, and maybe even glutamine and your BCAAs to take while you're training, because that's really good for muscle recovery. Yeah.
You know, the chat in the beginning was very informative, and I think the girls enjoyed the nutrition part and the diet part of it too. I think a lot of girls were quite surprised about the testosterone part when they spoke about testosterone. It was a bit something different they weren't used to.
You can go into your back garden and you'll find things to do. There's so many things you can do without gym equipment.
With the news that not only men can be alpha athletes, all the participants were primed and ready to take on the physical challenge of the booty camp.
At today's boot camp, we did a warm-up just to get the joints loosened and the muscles warmed up, and then we did a boot camp where we had 8 different stations, and at each station was a different exercise. It wasn't just concentrating on the booty, it was concentrating on the upper body, the legs, the back, the shoulders. The first exercise or station that we had was tire flips, and each girl had to squat and then flip the tire, and not damage it back by lifting it up and flipping it back to squat down and flip the tire. You're actually using your whole body, using a lot of your glutes, your hammies, using your shoulders, a little bit of your lower back. We had to do similar to box jumps, but we did them on large tires. We squat down, jump on the tire, and then jump back down. The tire was very, very big, one of those tractor tires. So I was also focusing on the glutes and focusing on the quads. The next exercise was burpee jumps with a 1 meter jump in between the burpees. So you did a burpee, you jump a meter, you turn around, do another burpee, and then jump back. And that was also full body. You've got to use from your glutes all the way down to do that whole burpee. You've got to use your chest, your back, arms, everything, full body. It was great. The fourth station, we had some awesome giant ropes that the girls used. It worked out the backs and the shoulders, and the girls had to just flip it and really put a lot of energy into that just to get those ropes to shake and make waves. And that worked a lot of the shoulders and the back and also the legs, surprisingly. You've got to keep stable with your balance and do it. The fifth station was walking lunges, and we made sure that each girl didn't just walk, they actually lunged and did the correct movement. It wasn't a race, it was just about doing the lunge properly. That was just glutes, quads, hammies again. A lot of the exercises we focused on glutes because it was the beauty boot camp, and that is the area most women struggle with. I struggle with it, I know Roxy also struggles with it, so that's what we try to focus on.
I know a lot of ladies struggle with the lower body, but I mean it's all dependent. Some ladies carry their weight on top, some ladies carry their weight on the bottom. So like me, I'm always obsessed with training legs and all of that, but I know there are other ladies who just want like a flat stomach, so it really is dependent on the person.
The next exercise, we did pike push-ups. So we concentrated on stretching the hammies out, and then you did a walk out to a push-up, and then you walked back up to a pike position. And that was focusing, the pike part focused on the hammy, and then you walked out. It was also stretching your whole body, and then you did a push-up, and then you walked back up. So it was hammies, chest, arms, everything, full body. And then we did a sprint to the stairs, and then we ran to the top of the stairs. So that was just legs at its base. And then the last exercise was body weight dips. And that was it. We did 2 rounds of those, and we split each all the boot campers into 4 groups, and then we just did 2 rounds of the boot camp.
We're nice and red from that hard workout. It was insanely intense, but brilliant.
Having gone through the grueling 8-course training session, everybody was ready to quit. But this workout is not called the booty camp for nothing. Leading to the cool down, some extra attention was given to the booty.
Okay guys, the sun's really hot. You're going to do some abs. I would do those at home for 4 sets, or in the gym after your leg workout for 4 sets of those. Get some ankle weights, make it more difficult, especially the kickouts to the sides, so saddlebags. Okay.
Coming up, we get reactions from our booty campers and some sage advice from our star booty camp professionals.
Live a great life, healthy.
Undoubtedly, the first booty boot camp has been a resounding success, with all the participants fired up and eager to put what they learned into practice. And the big question of the day, when's the next one?
Yeah, it was awesome, really enjoyed it. Roxy's obviously a pro and so is Laura, so yeah.
I'm glad they're doing something like this so girls our age can learn the healthy ways of life. And when they need to do more things like this, because girls these days, there's so much stuff on the internet that just tells you so much rubbish. But it's nice to have girls who are passionate and live the lifestyle and want to teach other girls how to live healthily like that too.
That was an amazing boot camp. I think the girls did really well. They definitely worked us very hard. I'm wheezing already, and I'm definitely going to come to the next one. It was amazing.
I think it went really well for our first one. It was quite well organized, and besides the sun burning everyone to little shrivels, it was really good. Everyone enjoyed it, everyone kept up. We didn't force anyone to do anything if they couldn't, which was nice because otherwise ladies kind of have a bad attitude towards it. So yeah, everyone had fun, everyone was sweating at the end, it went really well.
I think it was very well prepared. I think they worked hard. I think they did quite a good job. I enjoyed it. I joined the girls.
All I can say is I'm really positive all the time. I'm happy, I feel good. A lot of opportunities have come my way just by being passionate about what I do, not trying to force it, but just enjoying what I do, enjoying working out. And by doing that, I've attracted a lot of opportunities by people seeing that you can live a great life if you're healthy, you eat right, you're working out all the time, and I still work all the time. I still lead a normal life with a lot of stress, but I still manage to gym and eat right. And I think that has attracted a lot of opportunities for people to see, hey, I can also have that. Hey, maybe I could also look good if I just change a few things.